Well, we're back. When it comes to strip shows, less is more, or less is four. In 2012, Magic Mike proved you could make a blockbuster about stripping without much actual stripping.
Well, this week, the sequel, Magic Mike XXL, is out, but while more men are getting their shirts off apparently on screen, audience numbers were dwindling, sadly. Here to strip it down for us is our movie man. Oh,
They say it's a bit of a flaccid script.
I mean, where do we go with this, guys? Obviously, it's going to deliver the package for people that are interested in a film about male strippers, a sequel, no less. Joe Manganiello there in one of the standout scenes from the film where he's tasked with putting a smile on the face of a girl that works at the petrol station. Another great scene there with Channing Tatum. He's got his own furniture business after walking away from the Kings of Tampa, the strip group that he was part of with Matthew McConaughey, who played Dallas. He's not back for the sequel. That should give you early warning signs that maybe this isn't going to be the best of sequels. It's no Empire Strikes Back.
But it's got Andy McDowell.
It does, yeah. There's certainly a portion of the film. So basically, Mike is convinced to leave his furniture business behind and go on the road one last time to take part in a stripper convention. The volume of really bad unscripted dialogue in this film prompted some other journos I was with to walk out of the screening.
Really?
I didn't think there was enough down and dirty, hot and bothered scenes, and I frankly would have really welcomed that because the dancing and stripping scenes that are in there are phenomenal. I mean, these guys can move.
Right. What are you giving it?
2 stars, hot as a wet sock for me.
Oh, really? Did Mel like it?
Mel did not go to see this
Really?
one. No.
I only go and see the things
So you can only
that
judge...
Jabba's wife likes.
Yeah. At the moment, she's watching the show, so hello, sweetheart.
BYO
Ruby's
wet
watching
sock.
Mr. Bean. Yeah, exactly. I just thought it was a letdown. Obviously, people will go and see it and will love it.
Let's move on, because it obviously sucks. From a film about strippers to one about fidelity, infidelity, that is, Madame Bovary.
Yeah, so Flaubert's classic novel. I think this is the 3rd time it's been turned into a feature film. First time we've seen a female director. Mia Wasikowska shines in this film, but it's a real tragedy. It's obviously about a period in time where women's roles weren't that exciting. You know, once she's taken away from her life of actually, farming and doing things, she sits around, is bored and leads to temptation. So it's about consumerism, it's about infidelity, and it doesn't have a very happy ending.
But is it a beautiful film?
Because it's a beautiful book.
If you're after that kind of
For
thing.
lovers of Flaubert.
For ladies who prefer meaningful dialogue.
Okay.
Rather than I'll go in there and spill water all over your chest, guys.
Okay, so should we wait until next week to go to the movies then?
I would. Next week, Ant-Man. This is Marvel's big gamble after the success of Guardians of the Galaxy. Will Ant-Man rise? We'll find out next week.
Gee, it's got Paul Rudd in it.
Oh, well,
So, I mean,
your
for lovers of
favourite
This Is
from,
40.
like Andrew.
But they did let go of the director after he'd worked on it for 8 years. So there's a lot to anticipate from Ant-Man.
They worked on this film for 8 years?
Yeah, he was part of the project and then didn't meet the vision.
And then they got rid of him.
See you later, mate.
Not quite so chirpy. Okay, Jabs, thanks very much.
Thanks, guys.
Coming up on Weekend Sunrise, taking on the brats of the tennis world, why Pat Rafter thinks that we need to clean up the attitudes in the sport. You reckon? That is next.